The day starts early on the sprawling 90-acre Horse Sense Ranch in the rolling hills of Madison County in western North Carolina. There are 14 rescued horses to tend to. There are book orders to fill.
Horse Sense of the Carolinas, this is Josie. How can I help you?
There are schedules for the mental health therapists and horse specialists to coordinate.
Come on in. So welcome to Horse Sense of the Carolinas.
And most importantly,
you guys ready to have some fun with horses?
Yes.
There are lives to change. At Horse Sense, licensed mental health professionals learn about clients by observing how they interact with therapy horses. Issues and behaviors immediately come to the surface, and frequently clients can make positive changes based on the honest feedback they receive from the horse.
When he's not playing, what you want to do is kind of kick the ball towards him.
Horse Sense founder and president Shannon Knapp jumped from being a college English professor to starting up one of the premier equine-assisted psychotherapy and learning centers in the country.
Equine-assisted psychotherapy and learning are about bringing together a mental health professional, an equine specialist, and one or more horses. And then we put them into action, and we really kind of blend into the background, and we let the client and the horse have an experience of their own. So you can see more in 15 minutes of interacting with a horse than you can in hours worth of traditional talk therapy.
See, this is how it looks like it would fit.
We want that basic primal reaction that horses have with people.
Hey, Cody.
That's how we gain our information about our clients. So we're looking at the body language, we're looking at how they're communicating with the clients, how the horses are communicating with themselves, how they might be communicating with the staff. It all is important, and it's all about what's going on in the moment with the clients.
Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Scout. Let go.
So for example, a child might come in and say, I'm fine, I'm fine. And are they really fine? Because they may be stuffing anger or they may be stuffing grief, and the horses pick up on that. And so the horse, you know, they may be fearful of that person, they may not want to be near that person because they pick up on that anger, and then the client gets to experience that directly in the moment and decide if it's working for them, and if not, they get to change it, getting that direct, non-judgmental feedback from horses.
The effectiveness of this horse-powered therapy is being proven in documented studies, and word is getting out to mainstream America. People beating a trail to Horse Sense include traditional therapists wanting to learn new skills.
Welcome to Horse Sense.
Corporations looking for creative team building opportunities. Healthcare professionals seeking continuing education credits. And youngsters assigned by the juvenile justice system.
Very often with adjudicated youth, they don't trust the therapist, and I understand that. So the horses shock people out of their comfort zone. They drop all their defenses, all their protective masks, and they become vulnerable, and they behave. It's a much more accurate picture of who they really are. They're real, they're authentic, and we're getting to the source of their behaviors very, very quickly. Where in talk therapy, sometimes it could take 5-6 sessions to where they trust the therapist enough to be real and authentic and to really talk about what's going on for them, if they're even able to express those things verbally.
I think she's unique.
Probably the most powerful, heart-centered part of this work would have to be the client having their own experience of what is happening. That unfiltered through the professionals that we are that are part of the session. They get to have an experience that they and the horse control. And the horse is always responding to what's going on in the moment. So we as professionals may have an idea about what we think needs to happen, and the horse will take over. The horse and the client will figure out what needs to happen next, and we let that happen.
What we need to do is we need to figure out who's going to be our brain and who's going to be our body. And Debbie, you're going to be Allie's right hand. So together you guys make up one person. Link up arms. All right, so you got to say left foot take 2 steps, right foot take 2 steps, real specific.
Right arm, grab the halter.
I thought she did a good job in trying to explain to me what to do.
Take 10 steps.
The body doesn't have a brain. The body has no idea what to do.
So Scout's being very cooperative.
All right, so Debbie, how was it for you to be the body?
Following the orders was a little difficult as far as doing it exactly the way she wanted to.
So Jacob, how was that for you?
I'm usually used to doing what my mom asks instead of my sister.
We get away from a lot of the bias and agenda that even well-intended professionals have going in to assist other people. So even at my best, I still have an agenda. I still have my preconceptions. I still have my entire history, stereotypes.
Oh, good boy, good boy. Okay, Emily, go feed him grass. Grab some, hurry, run.
And horses don't have any of that. Horses don't care what you do for a living, how much you make, what that your brother was better in math than you'll ever be. None of that stuff enters into their experience of you. So they're clean, pure biofeedback. They respond to you right now. And that's priceless. I mean, where do we really get that in the world?
Shannon has written a book about creating her company, Horse Sense, Business Sense, to provide a step-by-step guide for other equine entrepreneurs. She's also an international mentor and leader who's helping to set the bar for the fast-growing industry. All of the mental health therapists and horse specialists on Shannon's team have been trained and certified by the Equine Assisted Growth and Learning Association. This prestigious international group establishes standards of practice, ethics, and safety.
There are quite a few facilities in the United States and actually throughout the country and the world at this point. The biggest problem that I find, though, with the number of programs out there is that as a field, we're largely unregulated. And there's a wide variety of practitioners out there with very, very different levels of professionalism. There are people who say, I have a horse and a curry comb, let's do some therapy. And I think that's not good for our field. There's lots of certification and training that can go into this. My philosophy is that we can't make it happen well, but we can certainly, as people, screw it up.
Mom was kind of giving her some signals to stand up straight.
So us being really good at what we do and being professionals is really important. And that's part of the reason why I spend so much time working with other businesses that are trying to get up and started and running.
While research is proving equine-assisted psychotherapy is as effective, if not more so, than traditional counseling sessions, perhaps the best way to describe how it works was penned by one of the teenagers assigned to Horse Sense by the juvenile justice system. After several sessions confronting his own anger and fear, the young man bonded with his therapy horse and realized he had the power to make positive changes in his life. The teen wrote these moving words.
Horses know about you. If you don't put in no effort, they're still as stone, kicking hoofs like nunchucks, smooth as polished wood, rough as a hard road. Horses know about you.